Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. In order to abide myself within myself, which is the absolute reality, Paramarthika Satyam, Shastra tells us to analyze and understand first what is the relative reality. So, in order to abide in the absolute reality, we must transcend the relative reality. Then Shastra further explains what is this relative reality. Again, here there are two categories. Both are at the Vyavaharika level and at the experiential level through the medium of sense organs. One is reduced relative reality. Reduced relative reality means Jiva, who is confined depending upon using the body-mind complex. So this is called reduced relative reality. So here this Jiva Alpa Vyavaharika Satyam, or the micro level Upadhistaha Jivaha, has the limitations of not alone the body-mind-intellect complex, but in return Desha Kala Vastu limitations are there. So Jiva is object-wise, space-wise and time-wise limited. All this is experienced to the jiva itself through his pratyaksha pramanams, the sense organs. But where from this reduced relative reality has born or came into the existence? So in the further inquiry, we will come to know that this reduced relative reality has projected, born out of a real relative reality. A real relative reality. The another name to this real relative reality is called Ishvara. Now the difference between the reduced relative reality Jiva and the real relative reality Ishvara is Ishvara is Samashti, Sarveshwaraha, Sarvagnaha, Antaryami. But we should remember both are relative realities, means Jiva also is Vyavaharika Satyam. Ishvara also Vyavaharika Satyam. This Sarvagna Sarveshwara Antaryami Ishvara functions with some rules and regulations under the Upadhi of Maya. Being he is the cause of this entire further macro world, including the Jiva, he functions with some niyamams, dharmas, the universal laws. So the code of conduct, niyamams and niyati, the universal laws are created and executing by the Ishvara. In that created executing laws of the universe, that Ishvara also doesn't have total freedom and he has to accept and leave the effort and the purushartha of the jivas to themselves. It should be very clear this point. Even though Ishvara is Sarveshwara, Sarvagna, Antaryami, But in order to execute the individual jiva's purushartha, he is not interfering. He just provides the law of karma, maintains and distributes and governs that much alone. So the purusharthas are left to the jivas. Further, whether he constructs or destructs his life, the choice given to jiva, which is called purushakara, purusha prayatna, or purushartha. Now here the alpagna, alpashaktiman, alpavyapi jiva has a choice. By following the dharma, the universal laws, he can uplift himself and get the identification with the jiva and Ishvara. Jiva Ishvara Aikyam is possible by his own choice. Here only the role of the karma is a very, very important. It plays a major role, and jiva has got freedom to do, not to do, or to do other way. The swatantriyam of the jiva here in executing the actions, kartrum, akartum, anyatha kartum va. This karma, that action makes one's jiva as a bandha, or can liberate the jiva also mukta. Altogether, this free will choice only becomes the blueprint for the future to become a future bhokta by punya and papa. When this is clear for a person, jiva, sadhaka, now he will try to follow the dharmic life and convert his actions into offering or worship then he will purify himself and liberates himself from the bondage of the karma and gets freed from prarabdha sanchita agami karma by gnana. So at the final stage, after analyzing this vyashti samashti, reduced relative reality and real relative reality, and from there he worked for himself or herself to establish in the Paramarthika Satyam, which is beyond this both Vyashti, Samashti, two types of relative realities. So up to this is involved the action with understanding. Up to this involved the devotion with understanding. Now in that final stage, he works for what is the meaning of exactly what it is the Paramarthika Satyam. So further, for that, the Shastra guides and instructs the Jiva person and puts him in his own real nature. Up to this, whatever we listen now, in this there are 5 ingredients. All are called anadi. Shastra tells beginningless. One is jiva, bhava is beginningless, anadi. Ishvara also beginningless, anadi. Jiva's upadhi avidya also is anadi. And Ishvara's upadhi maya also anadi. And the bheda between the jiva and Ishvara is also anadi, beginningless. Now finally, one, the Shastra tells the 6th one, but that is not 6th, that is the one, separate. This Jiva Ishvara Aikyam also anadi. Here, instead of saying Jiva Ishvara word, Tat Chidoho Aikyam Anadi. Chit is the Brahman, the original consciousness, and that either Jiva or Ishvara Bhava, Aikyam also is already there. It is not a created one. What it is, how to realize, how to establish in that Paramarthika Satyam, the Shastra guides us further in detail. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat.